ocean waves and try to come to life. Don't let go of the bright blue sky because the future's looking far too light. Are you ready for a long dive ship to set sail and carry me through the starry night? Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine. Touchdown on the surface of my heart. The feeling's never gone. A brave adventurer like me remembers everywhere that I've come from. Keep your feet to the vacuum sky, cause it's surrounding us out here. Follow the trail of the stardust of the ones that came before us, and we'll see what we've always been. Dream of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of moonlit worlds that make a light. Keep your eyes on mine.
Welcome, everyone, to day 2 of week number 1 of season 8 of the SSBL. We're jumping right into the action with the ball players and the Cyclones. We've got a good one here. The first really big matchup of that Epic Novas division that has been much talked about here in the preseason. We've got Leonard Northwest on the bump for the ball players against Kyle Edwards for the Cyclones. And Jet County will start the game with a ground out to second to bring up Sebastian Angelo. And we are underway here at Emerald Diamond. Hard hit ball foul. Northwest coming over from the Angels in the offseason. Getting the start in game number 1 for the ball players this season. 2-2 count now to Angelo. He swings at that one, puts it into center field. Juice Armstrong is there, make the catch round number 2. Armstrong acquired just a few days ago from the Moonshots and shuffled into the starting lineup. Brings up Doug Kelly here. Hard hit ball down the first base line. Deal of stick can't handle it, and that will be a base hit. So runner aboard with 2 outs for the Cyclones. We'll bring up Jabron Lames. See if the Cyclones can take advantage here early. As Deal-A-Stick couldn't handle the hot shot to first. Runner's going. The throwaway is in time! Iron Hands catches him stealing, and we go to the bottom of the first. A good there by Hands sends us to the home half. Oh no. And of course my Apple Pencil died. Now I can't write. And that's a quick strikeout by Barker. Quick 3-0 count to Billy O'Connell, who's made his way through the SSBL this offseason, and he'll take a walk. And that brings up Rick Dillastick. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. So I went into the history books of these two teams matching up against each other. The ball players have the overall lead in the series as Dillastick strikes out swinging there. Another strikeout for Edwards. He's got 2. The ball players lead the series 7-2. They have not lost to the Cyclones since the play-in games of Season 4. They were 1-2 in Season 4 and have won 6 in a row. So Cyclones desperate for a win in this series. Potts flies this one into shallow right center, and Yoshida is there to make the catch for out number 3, and the side is retired, and we'll head to the top of the second. Lames, Woods, and Machine due up for the Cyclones. Jabron Lames restarting his at-bat after Kelly got caught stealing with a strong throw by Iron Hands. This is a grounder through the right side, off the glove of O'Connell. And Lames will be aboard. So leadoff infield single for the Cyclones. Brings up the shortstop, Timber Woods. Takes a first pitch ball above the neck. That one's below the knees. 2-0 for Woods. Swings at that one, but it's foul. That one's foul as well. 2-2 the count now for Northwest. Hard hit ball up the middle. And 2 runners will be aboard for the Cyclones here. In business here, early in the game here in the top of the second inning. And here is Bean Machine, acquired from the Bombers organization at the beginning of the trade window. Traded 2 first-round picks for him. See if he can make a big impact in his first game for the Cyclones. Has a 2-2 count. Fouls that one off, staying alive. Pops it up into left center field. Armstrong is tracking it. He'll make the catch for round number 1. I'll bring up Kaizuro Yoshida. He was acquired from the Gauchos this offseason. Probably one of the better second basemen the Cyclones have had starting for them in the past few seasons. But Yoshida falls behind 0-2. Battles back 2-2. Bounce that one off. Dangerous take there, but it pays off. The count runs full. And this one's going to fall into the stands. Swing and a miss! Northwest rings him up there, 2 away. A big first strikeout for Northwest. 2 on, 2 out now for Mitchell O'Brien. First pitch swinging, he puts one into center field. Back goes Armstrong, he's at the wall. It's gone! Mitchell O'Brien with a 3-run shot into center field, and the Cyclones strike first. 412 feet. Armstrong couldn't quite get it, just out of his reach, and the Cyclones up 3-0. Grounded to the Dillastick, and he takes it himself for out number 3, but the Cyclones off the bat of Mitchell O'Brien jump out to a 3-0 lead as we go bottom 2. Theo Thunder to lead things off. He had an absolutely fantastic spring training game as the ball players absolutely destroyed the Walkers. I think Thunder had 5 RBIs that game. Had a lot of progression come from that game. There's a 2-2 count here against Edwards. Swing and a miss. Edwards rings him up there. Up to 3 Ks for Edwards so far. And that brings up Terry Thunder. The third Thunder was a casualty of the Juice Armstrong trade. He ended up sitting on the bench tonight, giving Armstrong center field, moving Barker to left. 1-2 the count here to Terry Thunder. Staying alive, fouling a few back here. This one into the stands. Grounded to the third. Jet County's up with it. Throw in time for out number 2. Mojo up for Edwards. He's going to be up to locked in here and not even through the lineup one time. Number 7 hitter Nathan Tucker up. Pops it up into center field. Jabron Lames is there. And he'll make the catch for out number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go top of the third. Cyclones leading the game 3-0 here early. Top of the order to up for the Cyclones.
The third baseman, number 29.
Chick County, not a bad season last year, but maybe a little bit below what you'd expect for someone of his stats. But this one is crushed into left field, and no doubt about that one, it is gone. And the Cyclones push the lead 4-0. A solo shot for Jet County into left field, and it's 4-0 here in the third. I was going to say Jet County only had 2 home runs all of last season. That was what I was mentioning as underperforming, but that's a good way to start season 8 in your first game, putting one out of the park. But Woods will get rung up there. No, excuse me, that was Angela who gets rung up there. Northwest tense after 2 big home runs here in the last few batters. And here's another dangerous hitter, Doug Kelly. Also somewhat underperformed for a player of his stats as he pops up this one in the infield. Northwest is under it and will make the catch round number 2. And here is Jabron Lames, 1-for-1 so far today. And he tattoos this one into left center field. Back it goes, and that one is gone! The Cyclones on a home run derby here today. 3 home runs so far. This one makes it 5-0. Not the start from Northwest you want in her ball player's debut, giving up 3 absolutely massive home runs to the tune of 5 earned runs. But she rings up Timberwoods there to send us to the bottom of the third. 8-9-1 due up for the ball players.
Center fielder, number 11.
Ball players offense needs to get going here, but Kyle Edwards locked in here so far. Swing and a miss there. 2-2 the count to Juice Armstrong. And strike 3, swing and a miss. The 4th K for Edwards.
The catcher, number
4 strikeouts through 8 batters faced. Make it another 5 strikeouts the first time through the order. Edwards is absolutely mowing through this lineup. Edwards coming for blood here. A little bit of an off year for Edwards, as that is going to get through the infield, inside the line, roll all the way to the corner, and that will be a 2-out double for Toby Barker. Let's see if Bailey O'Connell can get something through with a runner in scoring position. But as I was mentioning, Kyle Edwards, a 3.66 ERA last season, 27 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 18 strikeouts to 8 walks, 3 home runs surrendered, a 1.29 whip, a 2-2 count here to Billy O'Connell as he fouls this one off to third base side. Swing and a miss! The 6th strikeout for Edwards sends us to the top of the 4th. Still in a 5-0 ball game. That hit from Barker did break up the no-no. That was developing here early. But to the top of the 4th, Cyclones still in control. This one 5-0. Here's Bean Machine for the 2nd time. Next with this one up the middle, O'Connell ranges over, gets the ball to deal a stick in time for round number 1. That brings up Kazuto Yoshida. See what the former Gaucho can put together for his new team. That one just misses a 2-1 count now. That one finds the ball in zone 2-2. Fouled back Northwest, still tense. At 62 pitches here with one out in the top of the fourth. And we'll give up another walk. Yoshida aboard to bring up Mitchell O'Brien, who started the scoring for the Cyclones with that monster 3-run shot into dead center field. And connects with this one up the middle for a base hit. So 2 aboard for the Cyclones. They're threatening again here in the top of the fourth. Here comes Hugh George III. A strong average hitter last season, hitting .354, but that's not going to do it there as that dribbles in front of home plate. Northwest will scoop it and toss it to first in time for out number 2. Both runners advance 90 feet, so both in scoring position here for Jet County. He hit the home run into left field, and he pushed the Cyclones' lead even larger here with both in scoring position. He has a 2-1 count now. Swings at that one, grounds to Potts. She takes it off the one hop, gets to first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. Northwest gets out of a jam, not surrendering anything more. Puts a 0 up on the board as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-4-5 do it for the ball players here. Dila Stick, Patty Potts, and Theo Thunder. Only 2 base runners surrendered by Edwards so far tonight. Absolutely magnificent performance from him so far. And he rings up another. Make it 7. Patty Potts trying not to be a strikeout victim, but can't come up with that one, and it's 8. And Edwards strike out the side here, facing off against Theo Thunder. He fouls this one off. Theo Thunder, also a former Gaucho, didn't have much of a starting role, was a bench player and an injury call-up for most of the season last year. Did make a few appearances, though. But his first real starting opportunity at SSBL, and he gets rung up there. Edwards strikes out the side, up to 9 strikeouts so far as we go to the top of the 5th. Angelo Kelly and Jabron Lames do it for the Cyclones. Northwest will start off the 5th inning at a nice pitch count as Angelo fouls that one off to the first base side. This one is down into left, a bomber special in front of Barker, and a leadoff runner aboard for the Cyclones. And that will do it for Northwest. In comes another former Gaucho, Hai Chu. So Northwest can only go through 4+. Let's see what the rookie can do. Chu spent last year in the minors, but never made an appearance. Oh, but rings up the first batter he faces in his career. A nice start for Hai Chu. Jabron Lames 2 for 2 today, a home run and a single. Ball's behind 0-2 to Chu. Doesn't swing on the forkball, 1-2. Slider just misses. That one's fouled off as well. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back strikeouts for Chu. Chu making an early name for himself here for the ball players. Bringing up the first 2 batters he's faced so far. Can he strike out the side? This one is flared into left. That's going to get down for another bomber special. So 2 aboard, 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Here is Bean Machine. A rough debut for his Cyclones so far, 0 for 2. Chu rocking the double zeros. Slider finds the zone, makes it a 1-2 count. And that one finds the zone, and Chu, with 3 Ks in relief, sends the Cyclones away in the top of the 5th. Chu keeping the ball players in it, sending us to the home half, where we'll have 6, 7, 8 do it for the ball players. Trying to get through to Edwards here as he's locked in to start the 5th inning. And Terry Thunder will start off the inning with a base hit up the middle.
Now back, the right fielder, number 40.
Just the second hit Edwards allowed so far tonight. Here's Nathan Tucker. Starts it off with a 1-1 count. That one's through the left side, just under the glove of Jet County, and the ball players in business to a board with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. And here is Juice Armstrong. A chance to make a lasting impression for his new team in his debut. Flares this one into center field. That's out of the reach of Yoshida. That's bomber special, and the bases will be loaded. Thunder thought about going. He'd rounded third kind of widely, but went back to keep the bases loaded. And the pressure rising ever so slightly now for Edwards. Bases loaded now, facing off against Iron Hands, who fouls off a couple, makes it an 0-2 count. Hands flies this one into center field. This one is deep enough for a runner to tag. The catch is made by Lames, and runners tag scores, and second goes to third, makes it a 5-1 ball game. So a sacrifice fly makes it 5-1. Runners now at the corners, one away for Toby Barker. That one's fouled back, makes it a 2-1 count. Popped up. Will it stay in play off the netting? Machine doesn't have much of a chance, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Edwards bounces back with his 10th strikeout. And here's Billy O'Connell, 0 for 1 with a walk so far. His second opportunity with runners in scoring position, and he connects with this one, puts it into right field. That's going to one-hop off the track and on the wall. Runners already scored another one, rounding third, headed for home. Billy O'Connell clears the bases and makes it a 5-3 ball game. Billy O'Connell showing that he's still got it. And scores 2 runs to make it a 5-3 ball game. He's now in scoring position for Rick Dillastick. And Dillastick up the middle. O'Connell at third, rounding third, headed from home. Jerron Lanes has himself an arm and makes O'Connell retreat back to third. O'Connell wisely retreating. That speed is not what it once was. But Potts now with runners at the corners in a 5-3 ball game. Edwards no longer locked in, giving up 4 hits so far this inning. Potts with a deep fly ball into right. This should end it. O'Brien is under it. And he'll make the catch for round number 3. The ball players, though, get some runs on the board and get a few pitches on Edwards. 5-3 as we enter the top of the 6th inning. I choose surrenders to the first base hit so far of his outing so far. Leadoff single for the Cyclones. Yoshida with his first hit. Here's a locked-in Mitchell O'Brien. Oh, he had the bomber special on the left. Apologies, wasn't the first hit he gave up. Fouled back, 2-1 to O'Brien. Aichu very nervous of the runner at first. Some decent speed on him. Hans has a pretty good arm. Already has 1 caught stealing so far tonight. That one's low. 3-1 to O'Brien. O'Brien grounds this one to third. It could be 2. No, Potts goes to first. The speed of Yoshida doesn't give an opportunity for the Dragon special. So runner advances into scoring position for Hugh George, 1 away here in the top of the 6th. George takes a first pitch strike low in the zone. Swings at this one, ground to O'Connell. O'Connell with an easy play to Dillastick for round number 2. Runner advances to third now for Jet County. And County get one of these runs back. Takes first pitch strike on the fastball. Off speed misses. 2-1 now the count. Fouled back, 2-2. This one is going to be through the right side of the infield. O'Connell just outside of his range, and the Cyclones get a run back. The second RBI of the night for Jet County makes it a 6-3 ball game. Sebastian Angelo 1 for 3 so far today. Ground to the third, Potts up with it. Throw is in time for out number 3, and the side is retired, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 6-3 ball game. Thunder, and Tucker do it for the ball players.
The shortstop, number
I wouldn't say this is a blowout. I mean, this is a very manageable game. It was trending that way, but the ball players' offenses woke up last inning. We'll see if Edwards can bounce back, but this one's deep into center field. Back to the wall is Jabron Lames, and he makes the catch. Right in front of the wall, a deep first out there from Theo Thunder. Thought he might have gotten that run right back, but not quite enough on it. Here's Terry Thunder now. And that will be a 5-pitch walk to Terry Thunder. He's aboard, which will bring up Nathan Tucker. 1 for 2 so far today. Edwards up to 93 pitches. Gotta wonder how much longer he's got, but this one to Yoshida. Yoshida to Woods. Woods to Kelly for the Dragon special. And that'll send us to the 7th inning. Kelly Lames and Woods do up.
the first baseman, number 14.
Cyclones looking for their first win over the ball players since their inaugural season back in season 4. They have been swept by the ball players in 3 consecutive seasons. 2-2 count here to Doug Kelly. Kelly rolls one down the first base line. Deal-a-stick scoops it, and Haichu covers in time for an easy out number 1. Here is Jabron Lames, and that will do it for Haichu. Another prodigal son returning for the ball players. It is Mario Wrestles, and that one is up the middle. A 1-out single for the Cyclones.
Number 7.
Wrestles left the ball players in the preseason to season 6, along with Billy O'Connell, went to the Bombers. Won a Super Series title in season 6 and played for them in season 7, and coming back home here to the ball players for season 8. This one's through the right side of the infield, and Wrestles has given up 2 base hits in his first 2 batters.
Number 33.
Here's an 0 for 3 tenths Bean Machine. Not the debut you were hoping for the price that was paid for Machine. But a chance for redemption here with 2 aboard, only 1 out now. Wrestle struggling a bit here. 1-2 count to Machine. One just misses inside, 2-2. And the count runs full to Machine. Machine grounder to O'Connell, and that's going to be easy. 4-6-3 Dragon special to send us to the bottom of the 7th. 0 for 4 goes Bean Machine. And we're in the 7th inning stretch. Thank you all for tuning in. And that will do it for Edwards. In comes Alfonso Sims in relief. 1 pitch to the grounder to short. Woods just in the nick of time getting to first for out number 1. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to join our Discord, as Season 8 has just begun. And you get to watch all of the shenanigans that unfold. A 3-0 count to Iron Hands. That one just finds his own. And that one's fouled off. Sims has battled back to a full count. But low and loses Irons. He'll be aboard with a 1-out walk. Brings us to the top of the order for the 4th time. Toby Barker. Runners going, hit and run was on, but fouled off. 1-1 the count. This one's into the stands as well, 1-2. Tucker staying alive here, fouling a few back. Checks the swing there, pays off. And the count is full to Barker. Strike 3 called! Sims freezes him with the high fastball, 1 away. 2 away, excuse me. And here is O'Connell. He came through the last time he was aboard. push through 2 runs for the ball players. Trying to keep the bottom of the 7th going here, but swings and misses there, and he's a strikeout victim as well. Sims strikes out 2 as we head to the top of the 8th. Still a 3-run game in favor of the Cyclones. Yoshida to lead things off here for the Cyclones. That one's fouled off. 1-2 count here to Yoshida. That one's also fouled back. Yoshida starting to eat at Mario Russell's pitch count. He's up to 20 here in the short time he's been on the bump. But Wrestles will win this battle as Yoshida softly flies into center field for Juice Armstrong to make the catch for out number 1. Here's Mitchell O'Brien. Calmed down after that absolute monster home run into center field. No longer locked in, just neutral. But has a good day, 2 for 3 with that home run and has singled. And will put this one into the right field corner. That's going to bounce around. But a good play by Tucker getting there quickly. Keeps it to another base hit for O'Brien. Prevents extra bases. That brings up Hugh George. 0 for 3 so far today. Runners going. And another caught stealing for Hands. That's his 2nd. Hands proving dividends behind the plate. Has gone 2 runners as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. D-Listic, Patty Potts, and Theo Thunder time running short for the ball players as they trail by 3 with only 6 outs to work. First pitch strike on the curveball from Sims. Swing and a miss there on the fastball. 0-2. That one's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. The 3rd strikeout for Sims. And the 13th strikeout of the ball players so far in this one. Sims is locked in. Oh, Patty Potts! Holy Toledo! That one is in the waterway! Patty Potts, 455, and it's a 2-run game. That one was obliterated. And Sims no longer locked in. But he bouncing back with a 1-2 count to Thunder, but Thunder's going to bomber special this one into shallow left field, and we're at 1 swing baseball. Pressure slowly mounting here in this one. And Sims getting out of the 8th inning without surrendering the lead. 2-1 count to Terry Thunder. 1 for 2 today with a walk. Runners going, hit and run was on this one's fly down to the left field. Looks like it will die in front of the track for Hugh George to make the catch round number 2. A big 2nd out here for the Cyclones in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here is Nathan Tucker. 1 for 3 so far. Nathan Tucker into left center. That one's going to get down. It's going to go rolling all the way to the wall. Runner's going to round third, head for home. Nathan Tucker with the RBI double makes it a 6-5 game. And that will be it for Armstrong. In comes Jerry Thunder. Ball players trying to tie it up or take the lead right here, right now. That's a hard hit ball, but it's foul. 2-1 the count. Oh, another hard hit ball, but foul as well. The count is full. The pressure is at 3 bars. That one's fouled back. Can Sims get out of the inning? No, he can't! Into left field! Jerry Thunder has given the ball players a 7-6 lead! Jerry Thunder coming off the bench and catapulting the ball players to their first lead of the evening. Alfonso Sims could not hold the lead for the Cyclones, and they are in all too familiar territory here against their rival ball players. Tough Bathong in relief now of Sims. A good dive by Woods, but I don't think he'll get the throw off in time. He won't.
The left fielder, number 6.
What an absolute reversal here in the last few innings for the ball players. Count runs full for Toby Barker. Fouls that one off. This one's up the middle, and the inning will continue. Runners going to head for third. The throw from Lames. Not going to be in time. Close play there. And here comes Billy O'Connell, already with 2 RBIs today. A chance for more here, with runners at the corners here in the bottom of the 8th inning, trying to extend their 1-run lead before they head to the 9th inning. O'Connell falls behind 1-2 to Beifeng. Lays off that pitch high, 2-2. As is that one, and the count is full. Runners going, and this is a grounded to second. Yoshida up with it in time to first for out number 3. The side is retired, but the ball players with a 4 spot in the bottom of the 8th take the lead 7-6 as we head to the top of the 9th. Top of the order due up for the Cyclones to try and undo what has been done here. And this is the part of the order you would want up. County gets ahead 2-0, but swings at this one, and it's going to fall into the glove of Toby Barker, 1 away. Angelo up, 1 for 4. He's going to stay in the game. One and 2 the count. This one's up the middle, and Angelo will be aboard, so the tying run is on base. Here is Doug Kelly. This is a man the Cyclones desperately need to have a turnaround from season 7. Only hit .234 in the season. Did have 3 home runs, but that average has got to improve if the Cyclones want to be legitimate contenders. Swing and a miss there, and it's a third caught stealing from Iron Hands. Iron Hands deserves a huge pat on the back, and it's a strikeout to end the game! Holy cow, what a comeback from the ball players to win 7-6 here in game 1. And the Cyclones with the 7th straight loss to the ball players. Wow. Did not see that one coming with how the game started. Going out to a 5-0 lead and then getting outscored 7-1 in the last half of the game. Ball players absolutely stole that one. No doubt. Cyclones out-hit the ball players 15-12, but ended up taking the L. Let's take a look at the stats. Cyclone starters all getting hits except for Bean Machine and Hugh George III. Pair hits from County, Angelo, Lames, and Woods getting 3 hits, as well as O'Brien with that massive home run. 3 home runs from the Cyclones. Only drawing 1 walk to 7 strikeouts. Man, not only did they strike out, 13-7 strikeouts, and the ball players won this game. Wow. Everyone getting a hit, even the substitutions for the ball players. Jerry Thunder hitting the game-winning 2-run home run. A pair of hits for Tucker and Barker. Everyone else a solo base hit. But Barker also ringing up a sombrero, as did Rick De La Stick. Man, an absolute brutal game for the Cyclones. Edwards goes 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, does get pegged for 3 earned runs. But Sims absolutely falling apart there in that second inning he was out for. Could not wrap it up. Ends up giving up the lead and getting the loss. 4 earned through 1 2/3. Mario Wrestles getting the win, going the rest of the way. 2 2/3 did give up 4 hits and striking out Doug Kelly to end it. Mitchell, nothing but Cyclones on the MVP list. I mean, Jerry Thunder should be up there as well. Iron Hands getting 3 runners nailed down at second, caught stealing. That's going to do it for game number 1. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2, the debut of the Express, will be coming up right after this.
Get away with a great deal at the Hyundai
Oh,
Getaway sales event.
I don't want to
With
get
new
away
cars
with a great
arriving
deal.
daily. Now's the time.
Here we go into game number 2, the first regulation game for the Express and the first SSBL regulation game here in Founders Field. So a couple of firsts here for the SSBL. Lauren fell on the mound for the Express against Joy Holiday for the Vikings, and we're underway here. Vicky Marshall to lead things off. And she connects with that one up the middle. That will be a base hit.
How about the center fielder, number 41.
And a nice play by Doyle, snagging that one.
The third baseman, number 16.
So 1-on, 1-out here for Liam Freishak. And that one's off the glove of Stevenson at third, and he's injured.
Now batting, the left fielder, number wow,
And that will do it for Stevenson. His debut doesn't last long. Dislocated shoulder. In comes Lana Del Rey or something. A brutal injury there.
the designated hitter, number 10.
And that is a big injury, too. I believe that's one of the top ones, probably a 3 or a 4. So not a great start there. This one's into left field in front of Orgreen. And the bases will be loaded for the Vikings here in the top of the first. Spencer Reed here. Let's see if Fell can get out of the jam. Popped up third base side. It's Del Rey. And she'll make the catch for round number 3. And the side is retired. Express hang the first 0 of their franchise history. As we'll go to the bottom of the first. Here is DDC. Came over from the Lumberjacks organization in the offseason. He connects with this one into center field. Judd French tracking that one. Making the catch for round number 1. Who will record the first hit in Express history. This one into left, but Marshall is there for round number 2. And here is Gwen Atwood. Former Dragon, if my memory serves me correct. Breaks his bat there, but fouls it off. 1-1 the count. Pops it up in foul territory, and that looks like it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Joy Holiday, and we'll head to the top of the second. Short Stacks making her SSBL debut, along with Jocinda Smith and Kazuo Miyuki due up. Yes, it is not Stevenson who's going to get the first ever hit. His first hit will have to wait for another day. Popped up into left, high fly ball, easy play for Origin. How would you say her name? Origin? Again. I mean, that doesn't sound right. Oregon. I mean, I'm saying it worse and worse each time, I feel. Oh, and that's a strikeout of Jocinda Smith. Fell with her second strikeout. Here is Kazuo Miyuki. That one's a hard hit ball, and that one's going to hit through the right side of the infield. A 2-out single for Miyuki brings us back to the top of the order. Vicky Marshall. Vikings coming off that Super Series appearance, ended up falling to the High Rollers 4-2. Looking to make another run at it here with a still probably one of the top tier pitchings, starting rotations in the league. But Marshall gets rung up there and the side is retired. That is going to be the Achilles heel for the Vikings. Some aging offense along with some lower talent rookies makes for a bit of a question offensively. Down the third base line, Freishak can't handle it, and there you have it. The first ever base hit for the Express is off the bat of the DH Pena. So there you have it. Express history here in the bottom of the second inning. A bunt! And a too strong of a bunt at that, as Holiday gets the out at second. So easy come, easy go for Pena, as Del Rey is now at first. And here is Burpee Doyle. Yeah, Holiday hesitated for a split second, did go to second. That prevented the double play. 0-2 the count here to Doyle. Lets that one by, 1-2. Swing and a miss! Holiday rings up her first batter here. Holiday ringing up 19 law of last season, but wasn't the leader on the team. That honor went to Gardner Minshew with 22. 1-2 the count to Hans McGregor. Fouled back. Express got so excited they didn't know what to do, as that's another strikeout for Holiday, and we'll head to the top of the third. Still scoreless in this one. French Freishak and Amir Williams do it for the Vikings. French Freishak. Judd French with the 2-2 count. Another one foul, third base slide. Popped up. Will it stay in play? It doesn't look like it, and that is into the stands. French staying alive here. Fouled off about 4 in a row. Make it 5 as he's eaten up Fell's pitch count. She's up to 40, but swing and a miss. Fell finally gets French to strike out.
The third baseman, number 16.
Oh, Liam Freishek smokes this one into right field, and that one is gone, and the Vikings strike first. 398 into right field, Freishek with a solo shot. So bad history there for the Express, the first earned run surrendered. 0-2 count to Amir Williams. And he gets rung up there. 5 Ks for Fell. Having a pretty good night, though, so far. So far, just that lone mistake given up to Freishek. Three and 1 to Gage Deputy. And she will take a walk.
How about the second baseman, number 9.
This one's a hard hit ball into left field. Origin going back and making the catch at the warning track for out number 3, and the side is retired. But Liam Freishek putting a run up on the board for the Vikings, taking a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the third. Telly Mackin to lead things off here. Down the third baseline, that is fair. Express with a leadoff base hit to start the home half of the third. Brings up Knox Vargas. He's got power versus right-handed pitchers activated. A lot of speed on this guy, but the power and contact are a bit lacking. But in a world where we saw dang it, I completely forgot the name of the Dragon that hit the home run against the Wildcats in spring training. Well, that's another K for Holiday. She's up to 3. Ruby Sue, thank you. Now you've implanted that name in my head. I'm going to start saying it Subi Woo like I did with Fabi Barnhand. Back to Holiday. She can't handle it. Smith ends up covering in time for round number 2. A good throw from her. 2 away now, but runner in scoring position for the Express. And Orgreen puts this one into right. That's going to get down in front of Marshall. She slides for it, but comes off of the one hop, and that's a run for the Express. They tie up the game. The first RBI of the Express's history comes off the bat of Natalie Orgine. Someone tell me how to pronounce that name desperately, please. Well, the Express tie things up here in the bottom of the third inning. And the inning will continue as that one's laced by Evangeline short stack at first. And the runner goes first to third, so runners at the corners. The Express with the opportunity to take the lead. Here's Lindsay Pena, who had the first hit in Express history. Can she give the Express the first lead in their history? She falls behind 0-2 to Holiday, though. Lays off that one high and inside. Swing and a miss. Holiday rings her up there and gets out of the jam, leaving us in a tied 1-1 ball game headed to the top of the fourth. Short stack Smith and Miyuki do it for the Vikings. Origin, okay. That makes sense. Rounded to third. Del Rey is Ray. Wait, what is her name? Is it Del Rey or Ray Del? Did I write it down wrong? Oh, it is Ray Del. Huh. Lana Ray Del. Okay, well, I don't think I could be blamed too much there for calling her Lana Del Rey the first time around.
Number 45.
High fly ball into center field from Miyuki. Easy play for DDC. Center field is Cavernous Healer in Founders Field. 400 plus to dead center field there.
37.
Two away now. Here's Vicky Marshall into right center. Tracking that one is Vargas and C. Vargas will end up making the catch just at the beginning of the track for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Lana Raydell with Burpee Doyle and Hans McGregor due up for the Express.
Baseman, number 11.
Holiday back on the mound. 3 innings pitched so far, 4 hits given up, unearned run, 4 strikeouts. Round to the 3rd, easy play for short stacks, 1 away. Brings up Burpee Doyle.
Number 40.
Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Oh, 3 straight strikes, and Holiday rings them up there.
Number 7.
Tying up the strikeout count for Fell and Holiday at 5 apiece. And McGregor falling behind, 0-2. Checks his swing there. Pops this one up into shallow center field. It will be Jocinda Smith making the catch for round number 3. Sending us to the top of the 5th inning, still in a 1-1 ball game. 2-3-4 do it for the Vikings.
The center fielder, number 41.
So the Express, the Season 8 expansion team, given everything they've got, but Judd French into left field, and that one is gone. The Vikings retake the lead. A solo shot for Judd French for 387 feet, and it's 2-1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16.
A second solo shot given up by Lauren Fell in this one. This one's a high fly ball into left field. Origin is there. Or it's Doyle actually making the catch, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 21.
1-1 the count to Amir Williams. He's 10, so for 2. Grounded to short. Mackin is there. And he makes the throw for out number 2.
A designated hitter, number
Did I say short there? I meant second base. Apologies. 2 outs now for Gage Deputy. A walk and a single so far for her today. It's in the count 2-1. Make that 3-1. Count runs full. Payoff pitch swung on, flown into right field where Vargas makes the catch round number 3 and will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Vikings retaking the lead off the solo shot from Judd French, 2-1.
second baseman,
Telly Mackin.
7.
I believe, if my memory serves me right, Mackin was a longtime member of the Serpents organization. I think he was on the Cobras. If my memory serves me correctly, as he gets rung up there, another strikeout for Holiday.
The right fielder,
Brings up Knox Vargas. And he is going to bomber special this one into left field. It takes a little bit of a weird hop off the fringe of the grass there, but Williams able to recover before it turns into extra bases. Vargas is speedy there, but good adjustment there by Williams. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of someone else then. Runners going, the throw is not in time. So a stolen base for Vargas. Runner in scoring position now for DDC, 2-2 the count. Staying alive there, fouling that one off. Grounder to second. Reed ranges over, makes the snag, gets it to short stacks in time for round number 2, but runner will advance 90 feet to third. Here's Natalie Origin. And she tied things up once again. She tied things up the last time she was up. Has fallen behind here, 1-2. Oh, but gets rung up there. And that will do it for the fifth. To the top of the sixth we go. Reed, short stack, and Jocinda Smith due up.
The second baseman, number 9.
One fell on to start the sixth inning. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts so far. 1-2 the count to Reed. And make it a 6.
The first baseman, number 5.
Rookie debut for Evangeline short stacks. Not going to plan. 0 for 2 so far. Spent last season in the minors and gets the call up, taking over first base. Sending deputy to the DH, but will fall to 0 for 3 on the day, which will bring up Jocinda Smith, taking over short from Spencer Reed's sister, Riley Reed. The 3-0 the count. Nice curveball finds his own 3-1. But fastball misses, and Jocinda Smith will take a walk. Bringing us to Kazuya Miyuki, 1 for 2 so far today. First pitch swing fouls that one off. Miyuki last season, 13 for 49, a .256 batter. No home runs, 6 RBIs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. It's this one high and deep into right field. It's flirting with the line. It's gone! No home runs last season, but puts one over the fence here against the Express. 342 feet, a short porch indeed in right field, and the Vikings make it 4-1.
Fielder, number 37. Now pitching.
And that will do it for Fell. In comes Hamilton. A decent outing for Lauren Fell, but Fell susceptible to the long ball, unfortunately, giving up 3 home runs to Freishak, French, and Miyuki. But Hamilton starting off strong with a strikeout to end the inning. 4-1 as we head into the home half of the 6th here. Atwood, Pena, and Lana Raydell due up.
Number 39.
Holiday back to locked in. Oh, but this is a high fly ball. Does it have enough to stay fair? It's gone! Just over the pole in right field, and the Express get a run back 423 feet. Gwen Atwood with the first home run in Express history.
Designated hitter, number 22.
Makes it a 4-2 ball game. Express hanging tough, and that one's by Freishak, and that's going to roll to the corner. But Pena can't make it extra bases. Not enough speed there. Which brings up Lana Raydell. Freishak back down to neutral. 70 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th, no outs. Runners going, hit and run was on. That one is popped up. Not going to leave the infield. Spencer Reed will make the catch for out number 1. It really was trimmed and foul. It just crossed the pole in time, it looked like. Am I not streaming in 1080p? I didn't realize I wasn't. I sure thought I was. Huh. I'm gonna have to look in that as that's another strikeout for Holiday. Up to 8 so far tonight. Oh dear. That's not cool. And another strikeout there. 9 strikeouts for Holiday as we go to the top of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 41.
Top of the 7th we go. Judd French to lead things off. He regave the Vikings the lead last time he was up, but pops this one into left field. It will be Doyle making the catch there for round number 1. And Fryshek, also a home run hitter today. Dropped third strike, but throw in time from McGregor behind the plate. Second strikeout for Hamilton. BB prone activated though on a 3-0 count. She does manage to find the zone there, as that accuracy is next to nothing. Amir Williams lets her battle back, but now it's K-Man. It's a duel. Who will win? It's BB prone. Amir Williams will draw the 2-out walk. Bring up Gage Deputy. And Deputy smacks this one into the gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. C gets it on the rebound. Keeps the runner at third. So runners at the corners now for the Vikings. Here is Spencer Reed. 2 on, 2 out here against Jalen Hamilton. That one is bomber special on the line. That's going to roll into the corner. 1 run will score. And the Vikings push it 5-2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
Evangeline Stewart stacks up with 2 on and puts one up the middle. 1 run's going to score. Another one rounding third, headed for home. The throw from the plate is not going to be in time. And the the Vikings have broken things open here against the Express. Tip of the cap to the Express for keeping the game for so long, but just kind of ran out of steam. Steam to train, get it? Here in the top of the 7th, giving up some more runs here. Another walk by Hamilton. Puts 2 aboard now for Kazuya Miyuki. And that will do it for Hamilton. In comes Brett Ruiz. In for relief. Trying to retire the 7th inning here. 1-2 the count to Miyuki. Hard hit ball, but foul. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Miyuki down on strikes. But not before the damage is done. A 3-run inning, 1, 2, 3 for the Vikings in consecutive innings. They now lead 7-2. Holiday on the bump to start the bottom half of the 7th. Up to 9 strikeouts so far here tonight. Hard hit ball by Mackin into right field, but right to Vicky Marshall, one away.
The right fielder, number 17.
0-2 to Knox Vargas. And make it double digits for Joy Holiday. 10 Ks on the night. That one's into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Oh, no, it's not. A fortuitous bounce for Judd French. Keeps it a single. And in comes Tammy John. Acquisition from the Knights this offseason. Tammy John is probably the best arm the Vikings have in their bullpen, so she's going to be tasked with eating up a lot of innings this season for the Vikings. Struggling here against Origin, 2-2 the count as she's fouled off a few pitches. Actually, I believe this is the debut for John, as I don't think she made an appearance for the Knights in her time in that organization. She gets Oregon to ground out to end the 7th, and we'll go to the 8th inning. Top of the order to it for the Vikings as they lead 7-2 here. This one to first base. Atwood is there. Steps on the back himself, one away.
The center fielder, number 41.
1-1 the count here to Judd French. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Grounder to the third. Raydell is there. Throw is in time for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 16.
Liam Freishek having a nice day, and it continues as that one is laced up the middle outside the reach of Mackin. That takes a bounce, and C can't handle it, and that's extra bases for Freishek, who was technically only a trip away from the cycle. I doubt that he'll get another plate appearance, though, to try and complete that. Here's Amir Williams. Tents 0 for 3 today. Hasn't had a good day at the plate. And that one's a grounder straight to Mackin, to Atwood, and oh no! And Williams is hurt. What is the extent of his injury? Oh, it's bad. Williams with a pulled hammy. So a couple of big injuries here in this game. Already racking up the injuries so far this season. Bombers with 2 in Game 4 last night and a pair here in Game 2 here. Stevenson came out before he even got a chance. And now Amir Williams, as Tammy John rings up someone there. Good connection there, and that's going to get into the gap. That's going to roll a bit. Runners headed for second. French can't handle it, but they'll stay content with a 2-out double. I believe that was Pena. Now that was Lana Raydell. Here is Burpee Doyle. He falls behind 0-2. And swings and misses there. Another strikeout for John, and the side is retired. And we'll head to the top of the ninth. Still a 7-2 ball game. Deputy Reed and Short Stack due up. First pitch swinging, Deputy up the middle. That's going to be good for a base hit.
The second baseman, number 9.
If my memory serves me correct, pulled hammy isn't too bad. That might be a tier 2. So, not bad, but not good either. 2-2 count here to Spencer Reed. He fouls that one back. This one's up the middle. Oh, Mackin with the suck glove makes a decent stop there. Can't turn the Dragon special, but can get the lead runner. A good play by Mackin there. Brings up Short Stacks. 1 on, 1 out now. And she's going to put this one into left field. That's going to roll all the way to the corner. That could be another run, another RBI for Short Stack as the run around third heads for home. No play to the plate will be even close. It makes it 8-2 in favor of the Vikings. The third RBI for Evangeline tonight. Made something out of nothing here in her SSBL debut. And that's another base hit through the right side of the infield. Vargas, though, able to come with that one quickly. Puts runners at the corners for the Vikings. For Kazuya Miyuki, who's already put 2 across today. Fouled back. 2-2 the count here from Brett Ruiz. Misses high. The count is full. Oh, strike 3 called on the inside corner Breeze rings up Miyuki there, 2 away. And that will do it for Breeze. In comes Robert Tomato. Tomato. And Raydell makes the catch off the liner to finish off the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Express here. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Marge. This one was the chance of having a close expansion game, I believe. Because the Mythic are full on sending their expansion draft players down to the minors with what they acquired through trades into the majors. So the Unicorns have a good chance of running away with that one. 1-2 the count here to Mackin. Whoops. As that is popped up into left field. Easy play there for Weed now. And for the injured Amir Williams. And last chance for the Express here in their debut game in the SSBL. Knox Vargas takes first pitch strike from Tammy John, who's done excellent in relief. 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, only 1 base runner allowed. 1-2 the count. Oh, just misses his own there. 2-2. And strike 3 called, and that will do it here. The Vikings take an 8-2 victory here against the Express. Express hung around there early, but the Vikings able to outperform them as the game labored on. 4 runs in the final 3 innings, as the Vikings take this 8-2. 15 hits for the Vikings. They did strike out 10 times, though, tonight. 3 hits for Liam Freishek and Gage Deputy. And then that bottom of the order all getting a pair. 9 hits for the Express. Atwood getting 2 and homering. Pena with a pair. 4 strikeouts for Burpee Doyle, though. The golden sombrero, with Knox Vargas getting the regular sombrero. Holiday with the win. 10 strikeouts through 6 2/3. 2 earned runs off of 8 hits. Tammy John with a fairly clean sheet through 2 1/3. Only 1 hit with 3 Ks. The loss will go to Lauren Fell. A decent outing, but gave up too many home runs. 3 home runs, that is, but did strike out 6 through 5 2/3. Hamilton 3 earned through 1. Ruiz only 1 earned through 2. And Tomato getting the final out of the game. Your MVP will be Liam Freishek, followed by Holiday and Evangeline Shortstacks. Don't go anywhere. Game number 3, another debut of the expansion team, the Mythic, with the game against the Unicorns. Don't go anywhere. Game number 3 will be right after this.
As the sun steps down and escapes the day, we'll calmly walk away from the frame. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. turns to gray, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. We can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again. And we can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor. We cannot fly. We will build it, the wounds will mend as we build it once. And we can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor. We cannot fly. We will build it, the wounds will mend as we build it once again.
Here we are right back at Founders Field for game number 3. The Unicorns taking on the SSBL newcomer Mythic here in the Epic Conference. We've got Adolan Colin on the mound for the Unicorns against Ray Delfino for the Mythic. Unicorns rocking their new Color Rush uniforms. I'm curious what Elder thinks of those. Yes, these are the Color Rush away unis as Delfino strikes out the first batter he faces. First strikeout recorded in Mythic history. That's just how Josh was spinning it. Color Rush. I mean, that's what they call like the crazy uniforms in the NFL sometimes, like the. That one's down into the left center gap. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Breezy Bree has herself a one-out double. So runner already in scoring position. And here is a very dangerous man, King Kush. No, it's the away uniforms this season. So the away uniforms are the Color Rush uniforms. Second pitch he faces. Oh, Claudette Levi with a tag and almost threw out King Kush. Don't know what Breezy Bree was doing there. She gets tagged out. Almost falls victim to a double play, but Kush able to run that one out. He's at first now with 2 away. Here's Trey Flitflot. The 1-1 count. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Delfino in the first inning sends Unicorns away. And will go to the bottom half. Colombo, Pendragon, and Darius Green III. And the Mythic be the first expansion team to have a lead in their franchise history. Colombo showing bunt there, but pulls it back. But it's a strike anyway and falls behind 0-2 to K-Man Adolan Colin as that one's fouled off. As is that one. So, Elder, what was the rationale behind Colin getting the start tonight as opposed to Sparks? Just better matchups later on the season. He rings up the batter there.
The second baseman, number 88.
Brings up Fiona B. Hare Pendragon. 2-2 the count. K-Man activated once again for Colon. Count runs full. Rounded a second. Odor is there, and he tossed it to Porterhouse in time for round number 2. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really have that much different of a, like, rotation breakdown. Like, just about everything was just as difficult. Like, my number 1 faces the High Rollers, Stingers, Serpents, Angels. My number 2 faces Ball Players, Moonshots, Lumberjacks, Unicorns. My number 3 faces Skulls, High Rollers, Serpents, Sparrows. My number 4 faces Sparrows, Mythic, Cyclones, and Wildcats. I guess that number 4 is the easiest one. That's a deep fly ball into left, but it's going to be caught at the warning track by Breezy Bree, and we're scoreless through 1. But Cyclones and Wildcats with that game yesterday definitely showing they're not to be trifled with. Cyclones definitely have the offense, even though it did kind of fall silent there in the last half of that first game today. And that will be a leadoff walk from Delfino. Runner aboard for them. Tygo taking that walk. Big Tuna Tygo making his SSBL debut. Buddy Walker being moved into the DH role after playing left field last season. Topster taking over center field, moving Bree to left. This one in foul territory, and Colombo will make the catch for round number 1. Here's Haggy Porterhouse. One and 1 the count here. Fouls that one off. 1-2 now. Dribbler, that stays fair in front of the plate, and that will be out number 2. Buckshank getting it to Colombo in time, 2 away, but a runner in scoring position now for Moose Shaw. Look at that kind of hitter at the 8 hole for the Unicorns. This team is just absolutely disgusting with bat talent. 3-1 to Moose Shaw. And she slaps this one into left, but right to Darius Green the third for round number 3, and the side is retired. Another 0 on the board as we head to the bottom of the second. Crump, Diddles, Rosas, and Lasmataz Buckshank due up for the Mythic. See if Colin can get through this inning with a bit quicker. Did rack up a few pitches there in that first inning. This one is jam shot down the first base line, but will be foul. K-Man active once again for Colin. It's a hard hit ball, but right to Odor, who makes the snag off his shoe toss, round number 1. Fiddles Rosas up the middle of the first base hit of the Mythic franchise history. Brings up Lasmataz Buckshank. And Buckshank puts this one in the gap. That's going to one-hop off the wall. Runners headed for third. Topster up with it. The runners rounding third, headed for home. And the Mythic have taken the lead. Lasmataz Buckshank with the first RBI in Mythic history. And the Mythic with the first lead of any S8 expansion team. The hit and run hit to perfection in the Mythic with the early lead here in the bottom of the second. That one's up the middle, outside of the reach of Odor. Runner's going to round third, head from home. This could be a mistake. Topster the throw in time. Not hit deep into center field, so a questionable call to send the runner guns the runner at home, and it's only one run for the Mythic as we head to the top of the third.
The second baseman, number 13.
So we'll remember that outfield assist by Tobster, see how big that comes up later. There's something else I wanted to write down, but I've forgotten what it was. Here is Jose Odor, and Val batting at the number 9 spot, and he gets rung up there. The third strikeout for Delfino. And here is the man himself who gunned the runner at home to keep it a 1-0 game, Aaron Tobster. Spent last season in the minors. He falls behind 1 and 2. Delfino is locked in. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Delfino. And we've got some interesting things a brewing here in game number 3. 3-2 up here. I believe the lone hit so far for the Unicorns was a double. That one misses. The count is full. Swing and a miss. Delfino strikes out the side. And we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Mythic still on top, 1-0.
The right fielder, number 58.
Despite giving up the run, Colin did get out of that second inning quicker than he got out of the first. And gets Lucian Miles down swinging. Brings us back to the top of the order for the Mythics, Celine Colombo. Delfino out dueling the K-Man. Colin, only 2 strikeouts for him, 5 for Delfino. Grounded to the third, flip-flop up with it in time for round number 2. And here comes Fiona B. Hairpin Dragon. First pitch swinging fouls that one back. Big strike 2 on the curveball, and K-Man activated once again for Colin. Just misses a bit outside. But swing and a miss there. Another strikeout for him. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 4th. Still 1-0 here. Kush, flip-flop, and Big Tuna Tygo do it for the Unicorns. Unicorns falling in the Epic Conference Finals to the eventual champion High Rollers. Unicorns looking to bounce back from that season. Missed out on the number 1 seed by a game. Palmer's winning a game 15 as Delfino rings up King Kush there. Delfino might get drug checked after this game. This one is through the left side of the infield, and that will be a base hit for Trey Flitflop. Just the second base hit for the Unicorns so far in this one. And that brings up Big Tuna Tygo, and he is aptly named in every way, shape, and form, it appears. I think that is going to be the one thing that differentiates me from the Unicorns and stuff is power. Like, even though, like, with Elder's chart, I have a pretty decent amount of power, my starting players, I think, is lacking in his power as Tygo gets rung up there, 2 away. You know, I've got starters such as, well, I did have Graham Britton, but, you know, Graham Britton, Hamish Rifleman, Ken Iffy Jr., I'm missing the power that just about every Unicorns player has. Like, I'm not sure if the Unicorns have a player below, like, 75 power starting. So that is my one concern for the season. And oh my gosh, Delfino, what is going on? 8 strikeouts through 4 innings for Delfino. What is happening here in Founders Field? Delfino pitching absolutely out of his mind. But Colin not to be denied. with Cayman activated with 3 strikeouts so far. Can't get his 4th. That one's laced down the third base line. It's fair. It's going to roll into the corner, and Bree can't handle it, and that's going to be a leadoff double for the Mythic.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Darius Green the third leading things off with a double brings up Earl Crump, the longtime moonshot. Quick 2-0 count here from Colin. Dribbler to third. Green retreats back to second safely, and Crump will be out at first, one away. Brings up Biddles Rosas. The first hit and run scored in Mythic history. Takes a 1-1 count from Colin. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Came in activated once again for Colin. Swing and a miss! A big strikeout for Colin there, 2 away. And here's Razzmatazz Buckshank. Can he come through with another RBI here for the Mythic? Back to Colin, who scoops it for out number 3. Colin gets out of the jam after giving up the leadoff double, doesn't allow the run to come home to score, and it remains 1-0 going to the top of the 5th. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to get down into center field. A leadoff base hit for the Unicorns to start the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
That brings up Moose Shaw. Moose Shaw with a pretty decent season last year. Hit .303. 17 for 56. 3 homers, 6 RBIs. As this is a deep fly ball into left center. Back it goes at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. A run will come home to score, and the Unicorns tie things up here on the RBI double from Moose Shaw.
The second baseman, number 13.
Dribbler back to the mound. Delfino goes to first to get the guaranteed out. 1 away here, and brings up back to the top of the order here is Aaron Tobster. .3-0 the count, and that is a 4-pitch walk. Delfino starting to struggle a bit here in the 5th inning. Brings up Breezy Bree. 2 on, only 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Delfino no longer locked in, and at 82 pitches, he's starting to struggle here. And that one is gone. Forget about it. Breezy Bree, a 3-run shot, and the Unicorns take their first lead of the evening. A monster shot, 420 feet into right field. And the Unicorns jump on top, 4-1. And that will do it for Delfino. In comes Andreas Witness. But you got to give it to Delfino. He did a fairly good job holding this really talented Unicorns lineup at bay with 8 strikeouts. Pendragon with a nice diving stop gets the second out.
The third baseman, number 30.
Yeah, it did look a little bit more impressive than it actually was. Has the home run sound been playing? I'm pretty sure it has, but I just wanted to double check. Cool. So Unicorns finally break it open here in the 5th inning and take the lead 4-1. The chance for more here with Big Tuna Taigo up to bat. With the runner still aboard. Hard hit ball up the middle outside the reach of Rosas. That's going to roll into the outfield, and Swingins can't handle it, and another run will come home to score. Taigo with an RBI double.
Now back, the designated hitter, number
Makes it 5-1. Wheels starting to come off here for the Mythic. That one right to Rosas to end the inning, but not before the Unicorns hang 5 in the 5th and take a 5-1 lead going to the bottom half. 7-8-9 do it for the Mythic. We've got Levi, Swingins, and Miles. Colin to start the mound. Got a lot of rest in between the 4th and 5th inning. That pitch count still a bit high. 67 here with no outs in the bottom of the 5th. That one under his glove and up the middle for a base hit for Claudette Levi. Leadoff single. Here's Max Swingins.
Fielder, number 20.
Fouled back 1-2 the count. That's another thing that I haven't really developed in my team. I don't really have a lot of traits, and pitching traits I feel like are going to be more and more valuable as time goes along. That's why I tried to roll to orange, but unfortunately came up negative. Dago makes the catch there, 1 away. Brings up Lucien Miles. That's a hard hit ball right to Tygo. Makes the catch off his shoelaces, 2 away. And here is the top of the order, Celine Colombo. Colombo gets this one through the right side of the infield. Oh! Odor almost made a nice diving stop, but just out of his reach. Puts 2 on and 2 away for Pendragon. Yes, Puppet, something you wanted to mention. One and 1 the count to Pendragon. Doggies are 5th in stats, but I bet we have the most traits. Particularly in pitching. Swing and a miss! Colin gets out of the jam and sends us to the top of the 6th. Bottom of the order do it for the Unicorns here. 7-8-9, but not your typical bottom of the order. Probably one of the things that Elder wants to see year-over-year change is an improvement in Haggy Porterhouse, as he has already grounded out there. But Porterhouse, probably the worst performing batter on the team last season, 12 for 52, hitting .231 on the season. Did hit 3 home runs, walked 8 times, struck out 7. This is a high fly ball into straightaway center field, the deepest part of the park, but no challenge for Musha as she is gone. A home run. An absolute bomb by Musha. She's up to 2 RBIs, 440 feet into the night sky. And the Unicorns make it a 6-1 lead. But Witness bounces back with a strikeout, his first one in relief so far. You know, for 2 pitchers that didn't have a whole lot of accuracy, they haven't done horrific. Hot shot to Levi. She scoops down the hop and gets it first in time for out number 3. Unicorns tack one on from the solo shot from Musha. Make it 6-1 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Colin locked in here, but probably at the end of his rope, as that one is a leadoff single from Darius Green, the 3rd. Mojo down from Colin. That might have been his final batter of the evening. We'll see. Earl Crump up 0 for 2 so far. Colin will stay in the game at 83 pitches. His stats are dwindling fast, though. But gets ahead of Crump 0-2, and that K-Man is active once again. Just misses the zone there, 1-2. A bit low there. The count evens up at 2 apiece. Swung on, high fly ball into right center field. Tobster is there. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. Diddles Rosas up. Penetrates all around the joint here. In the dirt, 2-0 to Rosas. 3-0. That's a hard hit ball. Diving stop by Tygo. He goes to second for one, but can't turn the double play. But a good diving stop there by Tygo, getting an out on what otherwise would have been a base hit. And that will do it for Colon. In comes Butler Cogsworth in relief. Rounder to second. Odor up with it in time at first, round number 3, and the side is retired. Time to go to the top of the 7th inning. Bree, Cush, and Flip Flop do it for the Vikings. Vikings do it for the Unicorns here. Breezy Bree halfway to a cycle. Double and a home run. This is a fly ball into right, though, and that's going to be caught by Lucien Miles, one away.
The right fielder, number 68.
Hard hit ball, but well foul there by King Kush. A surprising 0 for 3 tonight, and make it 0 for 4 as he softly hits one into right field. It will be Pendragon making the catch, a shade into the right field grass, round number 2. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone would have expected Delfino to outstrike out Colon. One-two count here to Flip Flop. Battles back, evens it up at 2 apiece. Oh, swings at that one in the dirt. And that one's in time down to first. In time for out number 3. And to the bottom of the 7th we go. Still a 6-1 ball game. I'll remember to plug the Discord this time. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the SSBL. We hope you're enjoying day number 2 of week 1 here in season 8. As Cogsworth rings up a batter there. Be sure to join the Discord to learn more about the SSBL and stay in touch as Season 8 continues. Popped up there, easy play for Shaw, looks like. 2 away. One and one from Codsworth to Miles, who's 0 for 2. Rounded to first, easy play for Porterhouse. He'll take it himself for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Cogsworth. As we go to the top of the 8th inning, still a 6-1 ball game. Big Tuna Tygo, Woody Walker, and Hamilton Porterhouse due up for the Unicorns. Another drop third strike there, but Buckshank gets it down in time for out number 1. Okay, Fizek. Most interesting game of the day. Cyclones jumped out to a 5-0 lead. But then the ball players scored 3 in, I want to say the 5th, made it 5-2. Then in the bottom of the 8th inning, the ball players scored 4 to make it 7-6 and ended up winning the game. I believe that was a pretty fair rendition. I may have forgotten something here or there, but Edwards was going pretty strong through, I think, 5 or 6, got pulled, and then it was Alfonso Sims who blew the game, giving up 4 earned runs through 1 2/3 innings. And Cyclones just can't get out of their own way. Their 7th straight loss to the ball players. I went back and looked. They haven't beaten the ball players since season 4. Another pretty quiet inning there for Andres Witness. Another 0 up on the board as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Line shot to Flip Flop, soft liner. He makes the catch. Mythic actually led in this one, Fizek. if you can believe it. They took an early lead in the bottom of the second, but Unicorns came alive in the top of the fifth to take the lead they have yet to turn back from. Easy play for Odor, 2 away. Mocho up for Codsworth. Isaac, you're going to have to show me which settings I need to check because Elder was telling me that I'm only streaming in 720p, and I didn't realize that. I remember checking before I streamed the spring training game and saw that my settings were set for 1920 by 1080, but I guess I checked the wrong setting. A quick and empty 8th inning sends us to the 9th in a game fairly one-sided here, 6-1 as we head to the top of the 6th, but I will say the Mythic have hung around a lot better than I think any of us thought they would, so tip of the cap to them. That one's down into center field in front of Swingins. Leadoff single for the Unicorns. Brings us to a tense Jose Odor. One and two to Odor. Oh, another ugly strikeout from the Unicorns. Another swing at the ball in the dirt. Mythic have rung up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 batters for the Unicorns by my count. This one flared into right. Tracking that one is Miles. He makes the catch on the track for round number 2. And here is Breezy Bree. She broke things open for the Unicorns with a 3-run shot, 420 feet. Hot shot to Levi, but she scoops it up off the ground, getting the third out there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, still 6-1. But I have to give it to the Mythic. They have hung around in this one, have held the Unicorns lineup fairly quietly. Overall, very strong job done by the Mythic pitching staff. Rounded a second. Phillips in there, in for Odor. Brings up Biddles Rosas. I will just find the bleachers. Swing and a miss. Codsworth with his second strikeout. Makes that 7 for the Unicorns pitching staff tonight. And that will do it to Porterhouse. He'll step on the bag himself for out number 3, and the Unicorns will take game number 3, 6-1 here as we complete the doubleheader at Founders. That 5th inning is the difference maker, thanks in large part to Breezy Bree. She was a big part of that offense. 2 for 5 with the home run. And as Elder mentioned, Musha, the counterpart to the offense, 3 for 4, having that monster shot into dead center field here. Did not expect the Unicorns to strike out more than the Mythic, but that is the cards we have been dealt. Odor getting the sombrero, and Tobster, Flip-Flop, and Tygo both striking out 2 times. Poland, though, with the win, 1 earned run through 5 2/3, 5 strikeouts for him. Codsworth with a clean sheet through 3 1/3, only with ringing up 2 strikeouts. Delfino gets the loss, did give up 4 through 4 1/3, but rung up 8 in doing so. Witness goes 3 1/3, only giving up 2 and ringing up 3 of his own. And Reggie Lohner going an inning and a third, ringing up 1 and only giving up 1 base hit. But a absolutely great performance from the Mythic. And that's... No, they'll have to face him again. Well, first time around, it could have been a lot worse. Unicorns sweep the MVPs with Musha, Breezy Bree, and Colin. But don't go anywhere. Game number 4, the New Look Retrievers and the Walkers coming up after this. And here we are with the conclusion today, number 2. The Retrievers in their Season 8 glory versus the Walkers. Let's see what these young stars can do here. Harold McHenry to lead things off for the Retrievers. Swing and a miss! Toe Jam rings him up there. Wait. Please remove. Oh, did I? Darn. That's our bad. You submitted that and we did that. Screw it, we'll do it live. Roster Whiffer removed. Yes, I would like to save. Play these two. There. Okay, McHenry for Sorley. Slowitz, Nunez, Honey Bear with Hayner has the changeup. I did check that. And then that. All right, for real this time. I'm going to check what Fizek said. Settings. Video. Output res. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, well. I'll fix that for next time. It says I can't do it since I'm streaming, which makes sense. All right, Toe Jam versus Jeff Hayner. Hayner had himself an absolutely fantastic spring training. Was among the leaders in progression, him and Noodle Arm, as McHenry flies out there one away. Bit rate. 6,000. And that's a strikeout for round number 2. Joe Jam rings one up.
Third baseman, number 47. Break. That's outside. Low.
2-1 the count to Trace McSorley, swinging a miss there. 2-2. That's line, just foul though. Third base side.
That's down.
Count runs full.
Ball four.
And McSorley will draw a walk. That will bring up Barry Buns.
Number 25. Low. Break.
1-2 the count. Tough out activated for Buns. Makes his already impressive contact near off the charts. Hard hit ball through the right side in the infield. And that would be a base hit for Buns. 2 on, 2 out now for the Retrievers. And here is your number 1 overall pick in the Season 7 draft, Maggie Slowitz. First pitch swing, grounds that one to Whackett, and he'll take it himself for out number 3. The Retrievers leave a pair stranded and will go to the bottom of the first. Milo Dakota, Ronald Doctor, and George Pierre do it for the Walkers. First pitch swing in, this one's popped up into center field. McHenry is there, and he'll make the catch round number 1.
The second baseman, number 35. No.
Yes, all away uniforms are the Color Rush specials that Josh has made for this season.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 13. Right.
Quick 2 outs here now facing George Pierre, and Hayner's ahead 0-2.
That's up.
Pierre doesn't chase the high fastball. Fouls out one back.
Off the plate. Ball high.
Oh, check swing there, and the count runs full. Borderline pitch, but gets the strikeout there to end the inning. Nothing doing in the first. To the second we go. Nunez, Blanco Jr., and Barbara Dickerson do up.
Number 47. Break.
That one's up the middle. Leadoff single for Nunez.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 38. Ball inside. Break.
Swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count. Fouled back. This is a hard hit ball, flied out into right, but Pierre's going to track it down just in front of the warning track. Round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
Bring up some stats from the Retrievers, but honestly, there's largely next to nothing that has really carried over from last year's Retrievers team to this year's Retrievers team. I think Trace McSorley had some time starting last season, but I think he was sent down at one point. But just about everyone. There's some pitching that carries over. You got Hot Dartboard. Grogu was up for a while, as was Zelda Narwhal. But most of this team was in the in the minors last season, and went to the minors Super Series, but did fall to the Jungle Kings. 2 aboard now for the Retrievers, with only 1 out. Here's Honey Bear. That one's fouled back. 0-2 to Bear. Grounded to second. Doctor goes to second for 1. Hart back to first. Dragons special. Crew Hart turns it. The former Retriever gets the second out and sends us to the bottom of the second.
the shortstop, number 2.
And here is the former Retriever himself, Crew Hart, to lead things off here. As Puppet mentioned, Crew Hart was a big part of that Season 5 team that sent the Retrievers to the Super Series, but eventually fell to the Skulls of Rock. And Crew Hart with a charge into left field. That one's tracking back, and that one is gone. Crew Hart with a solo shot to give the Walkers an early lead. Players facing their former teams out with a vengeance this week. We saw Jackson Moore the fourth absolutely torture the Stingers back in day 1, and Crew Hart wreaking some revenge here early in this game here. But Hayner bounces back with a strikeout of Chernley, his second strikeout, and here is Old Man Ortiz, a Season 1 vestige of the Bombers that came over to the Walkers many seasons ago. This one's popped up into foul territory. Slowitz is there, and she makes the catch. Round number 2. And here is Wingspan Wackett. Wackett whacks it, but foul. Dribble it to first. Slowitz will take it herself for out number 3, but not before Crew Hart puts the Walkers on top 1-0 with a solo shot into left. Brings us to the top of the third, 1-0 in favor of the home team. Harold McHenry to lead things off here. Ben toe jam through 2 innings. Allowed 3 hits, a walk, and 1 strikeout so far. 2-2 the count here. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Toe Jam, 1 away. Sammy Ferrari up now. Swings through that one. Yo, back-to-back Ks for Toe Jam, and he's locked in.
The third baseman, number 47. Ball high.
2-2 count to Trace McSorley, and he swings through that one. Toe Jam strikes out the side, and we head to the top of the bottom of the third.
The center fielder.
Dinklage Morgoon to lead things off here. Morgoon hits that one to Dickerson, who covers nicely and gets it first in time for round number 1.
Now back, the catcher, number 58. Ball inside.
Swing and a miss. Hayner strikes out Elf, 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Here's Milo Dakota. He gets ahead in the count, 2-0 from Hayner. Swings that one and plops it into shallow center field. That'll be a base hit for Dakota. A 2-out single. Keeps the inning alive for Ronald Doctor.
Number 35.
0-2 the count. That pitch wide. Swing and a miss. Hayner gets a K to end the inning and sends us to the top of the fourth. Still a 1-0 ball game. Part of the order for the Retrievers. Bunn, Slowitz, and Nunez due up. Toe Jam locked in, but at 56 pitches to start the fourth inning. Well, 1 pitch, 1 out here, as that's a fly ball to right. Brings up Maggie Slowitz. Yeah, Toe Jam is unfortunately like the one redeeming thing about the Walkers, pretty much.
Designated hitter, number 47. That's outside.
Quick 2 outs here. Ramen Nunez up to bat. 1 for 1 today. Dribbler to short. There's Crew Hart. Throw in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Toe Jam sends us to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 in favor of the Walkers. George Pierre, Crew Hart, and Severus Chernley due up. I guess George Pierre is also somewhat redeemable. Rounded to third. McSorley up with it. Throw is in time for round number 1.
Now back, the shortstop, number 2. That's up.
And here is the difference in the game. Crew Hart, he crushed one into left field. That put the Walkers up 1-0. Oh, but Hayner gets some revenge and strikes him out. Hayner's up to 5 Ks. He's locked in now. Bouncing back nicely. And that's an easy play for Dickerson. Throw in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Hayner. We are in a bit of a pitcher's duel here as we head to the top of the fifth. Still a 1-0 ball game. Only 5 combined hits in this one so far.
Number 38.
And this young Retrievers lineup break through to Toe Jam. This one's up the middle, off the glove of Toe Jam. It trickles to second. Crew Hart can't get the throw off in time, and that's going to be infield single for Blanco Jr. Let's see if the Retrievers can spark a rally from this. Here's Barbara Dickerson. She's 1 for 1 today. A dribbler. Oh, and Toe Jam can't handle it, and she will be safe. So back-to-back infield singles for the Retrievers. Have 2 aboard, and here's Honey Bear. He grounded into a double play last time. Let's see if fortune favors him second time around. He's got a 1-1 count from Toe Jam. He's still locked in. He's showing bunt. Fouls it off. Makes it a 1-2 count. Fouls off another. That one's outside. 2-2 the count. Swung up the middle, and that's going to be 6-4-3. Honey Bear grounds into his second Dragon special of the night. And it's up to Harold McHenry not to spoil this opportunity. Swing and a miss there. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. Pitch well above his head, swing and miss. Harold McHenry's trying to stay alive, trying to tie this game up. Fouls off another, still a 2-2 count. Slider misses wide, count runs full. And that is ball 4. The Retrievers will have runners at the corners. Here is Sammy Ferrari. Has yet to get a hit today. At very least, the Retrievers have eaten up Toe Jam's pitch count here in this inning. And I can guarantee you the Walkers have absolutely no relief pitching whatsoever. And the threat will come to nil as Dickerson will fly out into left field, and another 0 on the board offensively for the Retrievers. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning, still 1-0. Retrievers can't make well of the opportunity. Two and one now to Eddie Ortiz. 3-1. Grounder to second. Dickerson covers in time. Throw to first in time, 1 away. Brings up Wingspan Wackett.
That's inside.
This one's into center field. Tracking that one is McHenry. Good speed and good read by McHenry. Tracking that one down for out number 2. Orgoon swings through the first pitch. Lets the other one go by just out inside. Fouls another one back. It's a 1-2 count. Curveball misses. Swing and a miss. Hainer gets the strikeout to send us to the top of the 6th inning. 3-4-5 do it for the Retrievers here. Desperate for some offense. McSorley due up first here. As Toe Jam starts off the inning here in the 6th at 84 pitches, but still locked in. 5 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And ahead 0-2 to McSorley. Curveball misses. Oh, but swings through that one. Another strikeout for Toe Jam, his 5th. This one's into right. Pierre's there for out number 2. And here is Maggie Slowitz. Swings through that one. Next for that one, soft fly ball into left. Chernley's there for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Toe Jam. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-1-2 due up for the Walkers here. First pitch swinging, popped up into left. Barry Buns is under it. And that's out number 1. Here's Milo Dakota. Hard hit ball just out of the range of Dickerson, and that gets down for a 1-out single. Good effort there by Dickerson, but she couldn't quite get her reach there. And so Dakota is aboard and brings up Ronald Doctor. He's got a 1-1 count. And that's up the middle. That's going to be good for a base hit. 2 aboard now for the Walkers. An opportunity here for them to extend their lead. Here's George Pierre. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout there for Hainer. 2 away. And here is the man, Krewhart, the former Retriever. The lone bit of offense we've had so far in this game. Can he break the heart of Puppet once again? He's got a 3-1 count. Ooh, that's ball 4 and the bases are loaded. And it's Severus Chernley to take the at-bat. The pressure is all the way up for Hainer. He is locked in still. 7 strikeouts. That was his first walk. Only 4 hits and earned run through 5 2/3. A 1-1 count here to Chernley. He fouls that one back, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another huge strikeout for Hainer. And he gets out of a bases-loaded jam. Keep it a 1-run ball game. Now it's time for the Retrievers offense to wake up. 6, 7, 8 due up in the lineup here. Robin Nunez to lead things off. The important thing here is, can the Retrievers chase Toe Jam? But they can't if they keep on swinging at the first pitch. One pitch, one out once again. Nunez going down into center field. Morgoon. Route number 1, here's Dale Blanco Jr.
Strike. Outside.
5 hits tonight so far for the Retrievers. Blanco Jr. is one of them. And he can't get a second as that one is caught by Wackett at first. Out number 2, and here's Barbara Dickerson. She's got 2 of the 5 hits for the Retrievers tonight.
Ball inside.
She gets ahead in the count 2-0. Decent pitch to swing at, but fouled off. 2-1. Fouls off another, and Toe Jam's back in at 2-2. Swing and a miss! Sasso strikes her out. I'm sorry, Toe Jam strikes her out, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Discord, join the Discord, as we might have our first upset of Season 8 of Bruin here. Eddie Ortiz to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's up the middle, Ortiz with a leadoff single. It was the 5th inning when you scored a lot of runs, Elder. And they're still locked in, but the pitch count is mounting up to 88 pitches now. A 1-2 count. That one's fouled off, just barely. Wackett getting a piece of that, staying alive. Popped up, shallow fly ball into right. Blanco Jr. making the charge. He's under it, makes the catch for out number 1. Runner to the third base side. It's out of the reach of McSorley, and the runner will be aboard. 2 on, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that will be it for Hainer. In comes Grogu in relief. He inherits 2 runners aboard. Really needs to get out of this jam without relinquishing a run with how the Retrievers offense has been. Cayman activated for him. The 1-2 count to Bob Elf. Swing and a miss! A big strikeout for Goo, 2 away. Back to the top of the order, Milo Dakota up. We're 2 on, 2 out. The pressure mounting, falls behind 0-2. Cayman activated once again for Go Gru. Oh no, that's off the glove of Honey Bear, and both runners will advance 90 feet. And this one's into left field. Tracking that one is Buns. He makes a dive, but it's past him. That gets down, and 2 runs will score for the Walkers. They take a 3-0 lead. Barry Buns tried his hardest, but it was just out of his reach. And Milo Dakota puts 2 more on the board. Grogu now tense after relinquishing 2 more runs, making a 3-run deficit here in the 7th inning. And gives up a walk to Ronald Doctor, putting 2 runners on once again for a tense George Pierre. 0 for 3 today. And it's a 3-0 count to Pierre. Grogu is not got it going. The bases now loaded. Tense times here for the Retrievers. And here is Crew Hart, the former Retriever. And he does it again. Crew Hart is going to put 2 more runs on the board for the Walkers, make it a 5-0 lead. Crew Hart is making his former team pay, and it's not pretty. Revenge is the storyline of week 1 of the SSBL. Jackson Moore the fourth and now Crew Hart making their former teams pay. A 4 spot for the Walkers in the bottom of the 7th, and they take a 5-0 lead into the final 2 innings. And Toe Jam will get pulled in favor of Chris Slump, and Bobby Boucher will come in for Severus Chernley. And that is up the middle, a base hit for the Retrievers. They've got to get the offense going. Slump is like the only good one, and he's not great. I mean, the accuracy is like 50-something. Oh, a hard hit ball by McHenry, but foul. Ball's behind 0-2. He's 0 for 2 today. That's a hard hit ball into right field. George Pierre tracking it. A outstretched glove makes the catch. George Pierre saving a run there most likely with the outstretched arm. 1 away. Here's Sammy Ferrari. Takes the first pitch strike and fouls that one back. Falls behind 0-2 to Slump. Takes that one just a bit inside, 1-2. Fork ball fouled off. Round to the third. This could be 2. Dakota to second for 1. Doctor back to first. The arm not strong enough, and she's able to beat it out, keep the inning alive here. Trace McSorley up now with 2 away. That's fouled back. 1-1 the count to McSorley. Slump trying to back him off the plate. Fouled back. 2-2 the count now. Round to the first. Wackett will step on the bag for round number 3. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. Walkers leading 5-0 here. Ortiz, Wackett, and Morgoon to try to extend the lead. First pitch swinging Ortiz into center field. Tracking that one is McHenry. Caught for out number 1. Brings up wingspan Wackett 0 for 3. Fouls that off. 1-2 the count. Came and activated for Goo. Full count. And the K-Man loses to Wackett, and he will be aboard. Not a good night for Grogu, and he will get pulled in favor of Jorge Watsky. Swing and a miss. Watsky rings up the batter. And that brings up 0 for 3 Bob Elf. Round to the first under the glove of Slowitz, but Dickerson ranges over in time for round number 3. Retrievers need 5 to tie to try to extend this game. Heart of the order to up. Have only mustered 6 hits against this Walker's pitching staff so far. Can they pull off a miracle? A good start. Barry Bonds ahead 2-0. Make that 3-0. Slump does find the zone there. Ugly swing there. Would have been ball 4. The count instead is full. Tough out activated for Buns, and he will draw the walk. So leadoff runner aboard, which brings up Maggie Slowitz. The number 1 overall pick of S7. 0 for 3 in her majors debut and hits a high fly ball into left center field. She will go down 0 for 4 in her debut game. Brings up Ramen Nunez.
Number 47.
Fouls off the first pitch.
That's outside.
And this one's a high fly ball into left center. Tracking back at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. That will push a runner home. The Retrievers won't go home empty-handed at very least. Ramen Nunez with an RBI double.
Number 38.
And this one's a high fly ball into right center. George Pierre is not going to get to this one. That's going to one hop off the wall. Another run's going to come home to score. Makes it 5-2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 40.
Chris Slump now tense. The window is slightly cracked open for the Retrievers. And they keep it going. 1-1 the count to Dickerson. 2 for 3 today. And a 5-2 ball game here in the top of the ninth. Count now 2-2. Runner in scoring position. Swung on. That's going to get down. A base hit into right. Runner's going to stay put at third wisely. Runners at the corners now. A one-swing ball game. Honey Bear Tints 1 for 3. Has hit into 2 double plays. And Johnny Bravo will come off the bench to take the at-bat. One swing baseball here. Forkball called strike 1. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 to Johnny Bravo. Swing and a miss. Slump. 3 straight pitches. 3 strikes. And they're 1 out away from the upset here in day number 2. It all comes down to Harold McHenry.
That's inside.
2-1 the count to McHenry. Slump is at his absolute max. This one is into the stands. This is Slump's last batter. Lays off that pitch. It's a full count. The pitch swung on. That's up the middle. That's a base hit. Another run will score. It makes it 5-3.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 50.
Tying run is at first. Yankee Nobrim comes in for Ferrari. And Tumblo comes in for Slump. Tying run at first. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Yankee Nobrim with RBI man active. And that will do it. A dribbler back to Tumblo. 2 first in time for out number 3. And the Walkers pull off the upset. 5-3 over the Retrievers. Too little too late for the Retrievers. As Crew Hart dashes the new look of the Retrievers. Will probably be the MVP of the game, having 3 of the 5 RBIs tonight for the Walkers, I believe. 10 hits for the Retrievers, but only 3 runs. 8 hits, 5 runs for the Walkers. All the hits coming from the bottom of the order for the Retrievers. Nunez, Blanco, and Dickerson combining for 7 of the 10 hits. Retrievers striking out 7 times, only drawing 3 walks. Walkers striking out 10 times, drawing 4 walks. 8 hits for the Walkers, 3 of them from Milo Dakota and 2 from Crew Hart. Home run, 3 RBIs. 2 on what is the difference maker, that last at-bat of his, bringing home 2 runs, pushing the 2-1 win. Hayner gets a tough luck loss, 3 earned through 6 1/3, did strike out 8. Grogu explodes for 2 in an inning, and Watsky gets the final 2 outs. Toe Jam gets the win, 7 earned, scoreless, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Slump an inning and 2/3, gets charged with 3, and Tumblo gets the 1-out save. Your MVP is Crew Hart, followed by Toe Jam and Milo Dakota. Well, that's going to do it. That wraps up day number 2. A lot of interesting baseball happened tonight, and day number 3 will be squared on the call. We'll have Skulls of Rock Sparrows. We'll have the other 2 Season 8 expansion teams make their debut tomorrow night. with the Wrongfields and Liberty, Overdrafts and Moonshots, and Dragons and Lumberjacks. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.